Hello, this is Dr. Young, and I'm going to go over your Week 6 assignments. The first one is your first discussion question for Week 6. And it's about resisting change. So I know you could read that yourself, but basically for the first bullet, what you're going to do is talk about a situation where you were confronted with a change that you resisted. Talk about why you resisted the change. Discuss what you did to overcome the resistance using the terminology in the course or in your text. And then explain whether or not the change had a good, positive, or negative influence on you. So really you're just talking about a past experience that you can use. It doesn't care if it's your work or your personal life. It doesn't matter. The point is there was a change, you resisted it. Why and how did you overcome that? Basically, that's what we're talking about for the first bullet. The second bullet is a little bit different. You want to go to table 611 in chapter 6 of your textbook, and there's going to be methods there. There's methods listed for managing resistance to change. Now, whoever asserted the change, the person that implemented the change, what method did they use for managing your resistance? And why do you think that's what is the evidence of that change? Like, what is the evidence that you can basically give for them using that method? What makes you think they use that method? What are the actions? Like so person A is implementing the change, and you're person B. They want to change something that you don't like. You're resisting that change. But they should have had a way, and especially if they were a manager in an organization or something that you were working in. They should have had a strategy for managing your resistance and getting you on board. What was that? If that helps describe it a little bit better. All right, so let's go to, that's for this week 6 discussion 1, and for the second one, let's see. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay. Week 6 discussion 2, supervisors. Again, you're being asked to consider a situation in your life where you've been asked to make a change. Or you've directed a change. But the supervisor was very resistant to it. So you had a good idea. Someone that was over you with more authority was resistant to it. And it's pretty challenging too, because you've got to really make a case for it, and you don't have authority to just make it happen. This is very challenging when you're in a situation like that. And this person feels threatened by the change. So how would you deal with resistance to change being on that level? And how do you think you could convince that supervisor that it's beneficial to him or her and not threatening? And how will you demonstrate how the change could be positive for everyone in the long run? Then you have to change roles and be the supervisor. What kind of information would you need to be presented with, and how to be less resistant? And you have to also argue whether or not you could present the argument the same way to every employee that's resistant, even if they're on your level or below your level, and why or why not. So you're playing lots of roles here. And it does, one thing I want to leave you with is it does matter what level you're on. I mean, it does matter your position, because there's a different dynamic for every position, and there's different motivations. So you need to think about that when you're answering this question. All right, week 6. Let's see, week 6. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking there was a paper due on week 6, but there's not. So that's really all there is for week 6 for your discussions. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. I'll be happy to help you. I don't know why, because before I even looked, I thought there was a paper on week 6. That's because different classes are different. So if you have any questions about this assignment, let me know. Either one of these discussions. And I will be happy to assist you. And I look forward to hearing your... I really like this one because you really get to play a lot of roles here. Yes, use your text. Use your text for your source because you're going to use your text somewhat. But a lot of it is based on what you're drawing for in your professional, personal life. And I always like those assignments because I get to I feel like I get to know my students a little bit better. And that's a good thing. So it's one of my favorite things about teaching is, and it's harder online. So when I get the opportunity to kind of get some of your experience, I really enjoy it. So anyway, remember, if you complete your post early, you don't want to post it, you want me to look at it first, you can copy paste it and send it in an email, and I'll be glad to take a look at it before you post. Otherwise, just go ahead and post it if you're happy with it on the discussion board. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.